everyone, and welcome to M Explores Turin, Italy. This is part 3 of my Italy travel series. Please go ahead and check out part 1, which was Como, and part 2, which was Milan. Turin is our 3rd stop on the trip, so I'm excited to show you guys what we saw. We started our trip in Turin by going to the Cathedral of Turin, which is where the Shroud of Turin is located. It was not on display, we could not see it, but you can see some history on it. For those of you who don't know, this is part of the Catholic faith. It's supposed to be Jesus's death shroud. The cathedral itself was really beautiful. We got to see a lot of churches on this trip. You'll see as the videos continue, but this one was really pretty. It was a very somber moment, just being quiet in this church, looking at the beautiful artwork. You can see there's some of the history of the shroud. After we went inside the cathedral, we did go outside and sit on the steps, and we got to try some of our first food of Turin. This was basically a food walk-in tour. We then walked by some Roman ruins and through Porta Palatina. Turin, or Torino, is located in the Piedmont region of Italy, so a lot of these foods that we tried were specific to that region, so they had hazelnut in them, things like that. Those were those cookies that I had shown earlier in the video. Next, we headed to Piazza della Repubblica, and we tried these hand-pulled breadsticks that we actually got the chance to make. You'll see that in another video. We tried them paired with cheese and some other things like salami. I didn't try that, but I tried the cheese, and it was delicious. We then headed into the Mercato di Porta Pelosa. There we sampled some spinach ravioli. One of the great things about this trip, again, this was a student EF tour trip. I got to chaperone, but all the food was included, so it was really fun trying all this different food. Some of the food that we did end up buying, but most of the food that I'm showing you was like included. I'll try to remember to specify throughout the rest of these videos which food was included and which was not. So far all the food that has been in this video was included. The last stop on our food tour was to sample some chocolate. I really loved it. You could have bought this chocolate and like those cookies anywhere in some local gift shops. This was at a specific chocolate store. They were really delicious. All the food here was delicious. I'm going to keep saying that throughout all of these Italy videos. After our food walking tour, we had some free time to explore the city. We walked back to our meet-in spot first. There's some dogs. You can see a ton of dogs in this video. I believe Turin was the city that was like known for having a lot of dogs and being friendly. But anyways, back to our meet-in spot was this World War II memorial, which I thought was really cool. The first thing we did during our free time was go towards the Museum of Cinema. I really wanted to have enough time to actually go into the museum, but there just wasn't enough. So this will definitely be a spot that I go to if I ever go back to Turin again. I really want to see inside this museum. I love movies, things like that. The museum is located in the Molde and Tonolmada. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing words, and I'm really sorry throughout any of these videos if I'm mispronouncing things. But basically, it's a really famous landmark for the city of Turin in general. The history was interesting in it. It was supposed to be a synagogue, but they basically couldn't complete it because they didn't have enough funds. Since there wasn't enough time to go into this museum, again, like I said, I'll definitely have to try to go if I can in the future. We decided to stop into this gift shop. It was really cool. We got to see like a lot of the food that we had tried on the walking tour, which I thought was fun. And then they happened to be, so when we were walking to this museum, I noticed some advertisements for this museum of television that was open, and that was free, and you didn't have to book anything. So that's what we decided to do. And here are some clips from this museum, which I thought was really fun. I liked this as well. It was very specific to Italian television and radio, but regardless, I thought it was really interesting. Like I said, I like movies, I like media and that kind of stuff, so I thought it was cool. They had some interactive elements to the museum, which is always a good thing for museums to have, especially in this modern day. I took a museum class back in college where we got to design an exhibit, and it's really important to, include a technology, things like that. So you could like film yourself, you could pretend to be on the TV. So that was a lot of fun as well. After this museum, we went inside this theater. You got to walk around. There was a show actually going on, but you could go down to this main level, which was really fun. They had a replica of what the theater looks like. Next, for our free time, we stopped into this bookstore. I really liked the history section. All the books were in Italian, but I thought it was cool to see the political section, all the different genres. I also really like reading. This year I'm actually going to be teaching English and history. For those of you who don't know, I've been a history teacher for the past 4 years, but yeah, I'm really excited. So I thought it was really fun stopping into this bookstore. The last thing we did with our free time in Turin was to go get some pizza, and for those of you who know Turin history, you might guess what kind of pizza we got. It was a margarita pizza because Queen Margherita is from this area, from Turin, so I thought that was a really fun way to end our little Turin journey. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for part 4.